Hello there, I hope you're doing well. In this video today, I'm going to be playing some Stardew Valley to help you relax or maybe even drift off to sleep. I'm going to get started here by harvesting my parsnips as they are all fully grown. Then we will head into town and sell them to Pierre and we'll see how much money we get. We have our dog Snoozy somewhere nearby. There he is, our dog Snoozy. We recently adopted him. He was a stray dog and he found his way over to our farm, so we took him in. And now we are looking after him and he's wagging his tail there, having a great time. Aren't you, Snoozy? Yes, we'll head into town, sell these parsnips, and then we'll buy some more seeds and plant something else. Our scarecrow here is doing a nice job of keeping the crops safe from crows. Let's see how many crows the scarecrow has scared away. 8 crows so far. So that is all the parsnips finished harvesting now. We have a few more things here. We've got some potatoes growing, and I believe we have a singular cauliflower over there just in the corner. And that is because I have a quest from Jodie to bring her a cauliflower. So I'll be doing that when that eventually grows, but I think it is about 12 days for that to grow. However, the quest fortunately does not have a time limit, so we'll eventually get that to her. Won't we, Snoozy? Okay, let's head into town and sell my parsnips. It looks like I have 56 regular parsnips. Then I have 7 parsnips with a silver star. And how many is that? 1 parsnip with and 1 parsnip with a gold star. That's it. Here is Pierre's. So let's head in here and sell our parsnips to him. Here we go. Oh, that's a lot of money we're going to get. 1960 gold coins from all these parsnips. Amazing. 301 from the silver parsnips and then 52 from the gold one. I'm going to take a look here and see what other seeds I could buy. We have parsnip seeds, bean starter, cauliflower seeds, potato seeds, a wide variety of different seeds. I have been growing parsnip seeds for a while now, as they are a great value, only 20 gold each, but I think I might branch out and buy some other seeds now, as I have a bit more extra cash. So why don't we try planting some kale seeds maybe? It says that they need to be planted in the spring, just like the parsnip seeds. Let's buy some of these. I think we'll buy 10 of these in total. And then there's a lot of other things here. We could actually buy different saplings at some point, but they are quite expensive. So we'll leave those just now. But let's buy some more potato seeds. 10 of those. And tell you what, let's buy 5 cauliflower seeds. Jazz seeds. Why don't we buy some jazz seeds too? These are only 30 gold each, so we'll get 10 of those. So we now have 10 kale seeds, 10 potato seeds, 10 jazz seeds, and 5 cauliflower seeds, all ready to go. I'm just going to check here and see how much the backpack upgrade is, and it is apparently 10,000 gold coins, so we are far away from that, but that's okay. I've noticed there is a quest on the board here outside of Pierre's. It says, "Help wanted. I need herring for a stir fry I'm making. Could someone bring me one?" That is a message from Shane. I will get 90 gold on delivery, and Shane will be pleased. That is quite nice. Not sure if I will be able to do that in time. I've got 2 days for it. I will need to go catch a herring. I wonder if I will have to go and fish at a specific location to catch a herring. But maybe it's worth trying on my pond here and see what we catch, but I'm not sure. But let's get started here by planting some of our seeds here. I actually have some basic fertilizer. I'm going to go ahead and actually place this on the soil first before putting any of the seeds in the ground. That way they will grow much faster. I don't know how much faster, but I'm assuming it makes a considerable difference. I'd quite like to plant the most expensive one in here just now. The most expensive would be the cauliflower, but I only bought 5 of those. So the kale seeds was the second most expensive. I'll just plant these here as I've got 10 of them. Make the most out of the fertilizer. Okay, I believe though that if I grab some sap out of my chest, I should be able to make some more fertilizer. So let's head into the crafting here. And there we go. We only need sap to make fertilizer, so it looks like we can make a good amount of that. Let's just turn all our sap into fertilizer. So we now have 13 fertilizer. Great. Let's place these over here and we'll have our potatoes growing in this section. Just need to till this area here. There we go. Now, or hoe this area here, I should say. Let's plant the rest of the potato seeds here. It's okay, I forgot to put the basic fertilizer down there. That's okay. I made a bit of an error there, but that's okay. We'll now plant the cauliflower in this place instead. It's going to work out just fine. Now, I have 10 jazz seeds and 5 more basic fertilizer. What I'm going to do is actually gather some more sap here. So I'm going to chop down a couple of trees here to get some more sap. Chop down this stump as well, get rid of that. How much sap did we get? Looks like we got 6 sap in total. Let's chop down another tree. It looks like we actually got a maple seed there, so why don't we just plant that right there? Okay, we got another 6 sap from that tree, so let's turn those into basic fertilizer too. There we go, 11 basic fertilizer now. So in this corner here, I'm going to plant the jazz seeds, but I just realised I put all this basic fertilizer on the ground over here and didn't plant anything in it, so I guess I'll be planting the jazz seeds. I'm confused though, it looks like I can't plant the jazz seeds on the basic fertilizer, but I think I'm getting mixed up with what I bought. I think I actually planted the kale seeds there, didn't I? It just does not look like it. There's very little difference between the look of the fertilizer and the fertilizer with kale seeds. Just little dots on it. Okay, that's fine, but I have planted the kale seeds there. That's fine. Okay, so let's place the fertilizer in this section, and then we shall plant our jazz seeds. Nice. A beautiful blue colour. What next? Let's water them, shall we? Fill up our watering can, and we'll start from this corner here. Work our way around. Start off by watering the potatoes. And the cauliflower seeds. Now we'll water the kale seeds. And finally the jazz seeds. We're just out of water. Let's fill that up again. And there we go. Crops planted and watered. And there's Snoozy over here, having a nice venture through the growth here. Let's clear some of this grass out. Getting a little bit overgrown. Nice. Okay, I think what we'll do next is take a look at the quests here, and we might as well see if we can do the quest where we get a herring for Shane. Now, I think the issue is here though, is that I'm not entirely sure where Shane actually is. Because if I don't know where Shane lives, then it won't really matter if I get a herring or not, because I will not be able to actually give it to him. I wonder if Shane is the man down at the beach, but it is quite unlikely as he is a fisherman, so he would have no problem getting a herring. So maybe we'll just have to leave that quest just now. Let's take a look at the other quest, shall we? We've got how to win friends, which is to give someone a gift. I've looked at this previously, but I have not gotten enough social status yet with any of the characters here that allow me to see what gifts they would like. I'm sure there are ways of doing that I will find out soon enough. But let's take a look at deeper into the mine. This is to reach level 40 in the mines. I believe I have gone to almost level 20, I think. So we could maybe go and try that out. And then we've got raising animals, which is to speak to Robin, the local carpenter, and see if she can build a coop for me. Now I think we're going to go and do that. So let's head over to Robin, and she is over here, and we'll see how much she will charge us and how many resources she will need for a coop. Because that would be quite a nice thing to build. So let's make our way over there right now, shall we? And here is Robin's house. And there she is. She says, "Have I told you that I built our house from the ground up?" No, you haven't. That is very impressive. I wonder if I can actually... She is not here, so... I don't think I can actually use it yet. There we go. Since she's come into the house, I can now use it. So, construct farm buildings is what I'm looking for. And the coop is 4,000 gold, 300 wood, and 100 stone. And it takes 3 days in total to build. Okay, we're quite far away from that. I believe it wouldn't be too big a problem to get the resources required for that, but I definitely do not have 4,000 gold coins just now. But it is currently 8:30 at night, so let's head off to bed here and join Snoozy for a nice sleep. We have leveled up. Currently now level 4 farming, +1 watering can proficiency, +1 hoe proficiency. We've unlocked a new crafting recipe, the iron fence, and we've also unlocked the preserves jar and the basic retaining soil. A nice selection of things there. So I wonder if we will be able to actually make our own preserves. It says turns vegetables into pickles and fruit into jam. That'd be very nice to try out actually. But yes, I actually don't think I have the coal required to make that anyway, even if I gathered the other resources, as it needs 8 coal. But it looks like we have a letter here in our mailbox. Let's open it and see what it says. It says, "Dear Jim, tomorrow we're all getting together for the flower dance. If you can find a partner, you might even want to participate in the dance yourself. There's a little clearing beyond the forest, west of town, where we hold the dance. Arrive between 9 AM and 2 PM if you're interested. Mayor Lewis." Okay, so it says, the forest west of town. Arrive between 9 AM and 2 PM. Okay. I am interested. We'll go and take a look and see what that's all about. Let's put a few things in my chest here. I wonder if there is a way of me accessing that letter again, just in case I need a reminder. But I don't think there actually is. Here's our kale seeds that have started to sprout, just as the other ones have also sprouted. I think it would be a good idea to actually clean up this area though. Why don't we do a bit of cleaning up here? There are a lot of trees, so let's just take out some of these trees here. We're going to need more space in the future anyway for different buildings and to expand our farm. I'm just going to thin out the trees here. Don't plan on removing all of them. But yes, I believe it said west in the clearing. And it said that there's also tomorrow. Is that what it said as well? I hope I've got that right, because if I haven't, we will be missing out on that. There is a lot of grass here, and they do have some very nice flowers on top of them, but it is looking a little bit overgrown. So we're just going to clear out this area a little bit. Take out some of the logs that are lying on the ground. It is much better now. Much bigger open space. Now, our crops definitely need a good water again, so let's do just that. It looks like some of the areas here become regular dirt again, if they haven't been watered or had crops placed on them in a while. Yes, the farm is coming along nicely. Just going to see if we can save up enough money now to build a coop. That would be the next thing to do. That would be pretty awesome. If we could build a nice coop on the farm. But I also just remembered that what we could also look at doing is checking out the community centre, because that was a building that I was asked by Mayor Lewis to help renovate, as it is in a great need of repair. So I'm just going to head over there just now and see what we can do with the place. Just up this path here and on the right. And here it is. Lots of work needs to be done in this place. There was a plaque that we found here, and it is still here. I have not actually opened this before, so let's see what this is all about. It is the crafts room. Reward bridge repair. Okay, we can pick some different foraging bundles. Interesting. Why don't we just pick the top one here and go with the spring foraging bundle? Wild horseradish, daffodil, leek, and dandelion. Is that what I am supposed to bring. It might be. Okay, if I click on any of these, does nothing happen? Okay, that's what it looks like. So it looks like I have to bring one of those. One of all of those. Okay. Let's take a look at the other bundles then. We have the winter foraging bundle, where we need a winter root, a crystal fruit, a snow yam, and a crocus. And then we have the exotic foraging bundle, where we need to bring a. It looks like we only need to bring we only need to bring 5 of these different items here, as there is 4 and 5, there is 9 in total. But yes, there is a coconut, a cactus fruit, a cave carrot, a red mushroom, purple mushroom, maple syrup, oak resin, pine tar, and morel. Now there is the summer bundle, where there is spiceberry, grape, and sweet pea. And now the second last one, the construction bundle. Just a lot of wood, stone, and some hardwood. And finally the fall bundle, where there is a common mushroom, wild plum, hazelnut, and a blackberry. Okay, but I think I actually might be able to do the spring foraging bundle. Let's head back to the farm and see if I have those things in my chest. It looks like my energy is running very low, only 29 out of 270. But it is still too early to sleep. So, let's see. I could maybe eat something that would regain my energy. Technically, the game allows me to sleep at this time, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Now we have the horseradish in here, we have the leek, we have the dandelion. Now, it was a daffodil, wasn't it? The final thing was a daffodil. And I don't seem to have one of those. That is a tulip that I planted a while ago. So, I wondered where I can get my hands on a daffodil. But it said that the reward is the construction of a bridge. Let's plant this maple seed somewhere. I think here would be nice. There we go. We have some more sap to make fertilizer with. That is handy. I also have an ancient seed here, which it says I can take to Gunther, and he will tell me more about it. Gunther is the curator at the museum. But here's Snoozy, having a snooze. Now, what next? I've planted and watered my crops. I've sold them. I went and had a look at the community centre. We went and spoke to Robin about the coop. We cleared some of the area out here, making it look a bit nicer and less overgrown. I think we'll just continue doing a bit of that. Why don't we? Actually, it is telling me right now that the energy is getting to a very low level, so I think I will have to head off to sleep here. And then the next day is the event that is going on. So let's see what that's all about. But we've actually leveled up, so we're now level 2 foraging. +1 axe proficiency, and we've unlocked the charcoal kiln. Awesome. I'm assuming this is maybe a way where we can actually make coal. It is. So we can turn wood into coal here. This is exactly what I needed. Because I was struggling to find coal when I was in the cave. I was rarely getting it from any of the stone I was mining. So why don't we head west here, where it said this event would be on. I think it said that it started at 9 AM, is that correct? Now, it did say west, didn't it? It said west of town though, not west of my farm necessarily. So I'm not entirely sure where it is, to be honest. Maybe I'll have a look around and see if I can find it. We'll start by heading down here and having a look around this area, why don't we? I'll tell you what, I see there is a large pond there. So I'm going to grab my fishing rod, my bamboo pole, and we'll see if we can catch anything. I wondered if I have any bait in the chest. I don't think I do. That's okay. I think I can still catch some fish without bait. For some reason I decided to go the route that was most obstructed. That says today's festival is being set up. Come back later. Okay, perfect. We actually chose the right direction. That is great. I think it starts at 9 AM. So we'll check that out in just a moment. Actually, while we're waiting, we'll just water our crops again. And then we can go and check out the festival. It says that the flower dance has begun in the forest. Oh, I really do enjoy the music in this game though. It is wonderful. Very peaceful and relaxing. Okay, it is now 10 AM, an hour after the festival has started. Let's check it out. Okay. Interesting. Let's see where this leads us. Ah, Pierre. Hello. Good to see you again. Everyone else is here. Even the blacksmith. I believe his name is Clint, am I right? Yes, nailed it. I wonder if Emily would dance with me. Why don't you ask and find out? Maybe she will. Let's talk to Pierre here. And see what he is selling. I wonder, oh, he is selling a daffodil. That is exactly what I need. I need one daffodil. Perfect. There we go, Pierre, that's all I'll buy from you. Thank you for that. Okay, everyone's here having a great time. Who is this in the corner? I think that's George, okay. Flowers? I can hardly see them. Let's just go around here and talk to everyone. Oh, it says, well, should we start the dance now? Not yet, let's just chat to everyone first. Hello, Alex. Alex says he's just enjoying the scenery. Hee hee. Speak to Marlon. Marnie looks lovely today. Marnie says, love is in the air, and I'm still single. Here's Harvey. I'm working up the courage to ask someone to dance with me. You can dance with me. I'm going to speak to everyone first. Penny. She says she's nervous. Maru. I like dancing, but this one is a little stilted. The old timers really love it though. Shane. Oh, there's Shane. He's the one we were supposed to take a heading to. He says, excellent sauce. Slurp. I'm not allowed to eat any of the things on the table here, apparently. Here's Pam. She says, now this is the life. Huh, kid? Sweet wine, a babbling brook, warm air. Did I mention wine? Gus. Frog season is really starting to pick up. And we have Willie here. I should have brought my fishing pole. I actually did bring my fishing pole. We have Leah. Or Leia. Hi Jim, glad to see you out here. Elliot. I wore my best shirt for the dance. This sort of thing doesn't happen very often. We've almost spoken to everyone here. I think we still have to speak to Robin here. Ah, the air smells so sweet with all these flowers. Jody says, are you going to be dancing today, Jim? Demetrius says, these springtime dances can be traced back to ancient fertility rituals. Thank you for sharing that, Demetrius. Interesting to know. Caroline, I wish Pierre would spend this time with the family. Emily, ooh, I'm stuffed. Hey, have you tried the red jelly yet? Oh, I don't think we've spoken to Linus over here. Oh, hello there. It's nice of you to talk to me. Spring is almost over. What a shame. And then we still have to speak to Haley here. I'm practicing my dance moves. It needs to be perfect. Okay. I think what... Oh, I haven't spoken to... Oh wait, I haven't spoken to her. Evelyn, I've been working on these floral arrangements for a week. Do you like them? They do look lovely. Great job, Evelyn. Abigail says, I really hate dancing in front of everyone. It's so embarrassing. And then I think, yes, Sebastian. He just says, ugh. Okay. We have Jas. Someday I'm going to be the flower queen. And then Vincent says, that's not fair. Why can't I be the flower queen? I think that is absolutely everyone that we've spoken to. I don't think I missed anyone, did I? Okay, I think Harvey, what he said to me really hit hard, so you know what? We'll ask Harvey to be our dance partner. He says, oh, I'm sorry, I have plans to ask someone else. Harvey, how could you? Harvey, I am distraught. Who else then? Do I just go around asking anybody? If I speak to them a second time, does it mean that they are able to dance? You can just ask anybody. So just whoever you ask. I see. So even if I ask Clint, apparently I can't ask Clint to dance. Okay, so you can really just dance with anybody. Tough decisions, eh? Tough decisions. Interesting though. I wonder what Sebastian would say if you asked him to be a dance partner. That would be quite funny actually. Yeah, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Sebastian to be a dance partner. I'm very curious about how this conversation goes. No, there's someone else I want to dance with. Okay, Sebastian. That's fine. Okay, let's ask Abigail then. Let's see what she says. She says, that's flattering, but I'm going to have to say no, sorry. That's okay, Abigail. Let's see who else we could maybe dance with. Ask Penny to be your dance partner. She says, oh no thanks. Wow, Jim is not very popular today. Jim is my character's name, but he is not getting many yeses, is he? Is Maru able to be my dance partner? I'm flattered, but no. How about you then, Haley? I've been Flower Queen for the past 5 years, and I'm not ready to step off the throne just yet. She says, ooh, no. Shots fired. Wow, poor Jim. Does everyone say no? I'm wondering if this is set up. He says, nah, I'm gonna ask someone else. Good luck. That was Alex. Let's ask Emily here. Emily says, I'm very sorry, but I've already agreed to dance with someone else. We have Leia here. She says, I'll be honest, I don't want to dance with you. Then we have Elliot, who says, excuse me, not today. And then there is Sam, who says, I don't know, maybe next year. Wow, Jim is not very popular, is he? I think we have asked everyone. It looks like it. Okay, Lewis, start the dance. That's me there, just on my own. No partner. Wow. Poor Jim. That was truly incredible. That's it. Okay. That was the dance apparently. Incredible. Okay, it is now night time, and it is time to go to sleep. As soon as he's already here, asleep way before me. lying in front of the fire. Yes, I would like to go to sleep for the night. Apparently the bookseller is in town today. I'm going to put some of this stuff in my chest. Going to leave the daffodil on me and grab the horseradish, leek and dandelion. And then we can go and actually put those into the bundle at the community centre. I don't need to water my crops here, as the rain is doing a fine job of that. But it looks like some of my potatoes have grown. So let's harvest those and sell them. I am aware that I can put crops in this wooden crate here to sell them instead of going into town, but I quite liked heading over to Pierre's to sell the crops. So we'll do that instead. Okay, we have another quest here outside of the shop. It says, help wanted. I need a smallmouth bass for a pizza I'm making. Could someone bring me one? Clint. 150 gold on delivery. And Clint will be pleased. Let's accept this quest, shall we? I know where Clint is. He is the blacksmith. Right, I have my 4 things here. Let's head over to the community centre, just north of here. But right before I do that, let's head into Pierre's. However, we cannot, as it is closed, but it will be open soon. So we'll sell our potatoes on the way back. Here we are, the spring foraging bundle. Let's put in our wild horseradish, our leek, our dandelion, and our daffodil. Bundle complete. And here is the reward: 30 spring seeds, an assortment of wild spring seeds. Amazing. And it says the reward is bridge repair, but I'm assuming that is after I have completed all of the bundles. And there's that little apple with arms and legs walking away with the bundle. Seems that there is a couple more plaques appearing here. Let's go and check those out. Ah, okay. It is now upgraded, and we have a different assortment of bundles here. Okay, now that was the pantry bundle. Now we have the fish tank, and here are all the ones for this. Lots of different ones. Okay. I'll need to do a lot more fishing before I can get the required fish for that. Alright, it is now after 9 AM, so I can sell my potatoes to Pierre. There we have it. Almost 1300 gold now. Not too bad. And I also have 30 spring seeds. I think it's a perfect time to go and plant those while it is raining. It means I won't have to water them all. I just realised that's a daffodil right there, isn't it? That's probably been there this whole time. I don't know why there is a sapling growing in the middle of the path there, but I will remove it, and now we'll put our daffodil in the chest and plant our spring seeds. Going to need quite a bit of room for this. Let's clear this sapling here. And then I think I need a much stronger axe to break this stump. Okay, let's hold the ground here in preparation for our 30 seeds. Okay, that's not bad. Now let's just plant 30 spring seeds. However, I just realised it's probably a great time to make some more fertilizer, as I have 24 sap here. So let's just make 12 fertilizer. Plant that down. There we go. Plant our seeds on top of it. Amazing. That is brilliant. Okay, I think that is a great time to leave it there. I think I've been playing for quite some time, but I hope you've found this video relaxing. Maybe you've even fallen asleep at this point. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.